What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about one fighter in every division that I feel bad for. And that could be for different reasons. That could be because I feel like they've just got undeserved hate, or maybe they lost a fight, or they're losing several fights. But yeah, there's a bunch of reasons that I feel bad for fighters, and I'm going to pick one from every division that I feel the most bad for. And there's different reasons for all of them, as I said. Some of them I don't really feel that bad for, but there's just no one else in the division to feel bad for. So yeah, let's get into it, and I'm going to start with the Flyweight division. Starting off with the Flyweight division, and I feel bad for Steve Erceg, because that man kind of got robbed of winning the belt as like one of the more, not odds-wise, but like unlikely challenges. Because this dude came across the world, went to Brazil, fought 2 months after he KO'd Matt Schnell. No one really cared about the fight. Everyone's like, whatever. It's just a fight that's happening. He'll probably lose. Some people picked him. Guru picked him. Bedtime picked him. Fair play. But it was just like the most random fucking title fight. It was his moment. The memes in Fight Week were tremendous. The Steve Erceg memes are still great to this day. And this dude fought the fight. He fought really well. He hurt Pantoja a bunch, and I think arguably won. Look, after watching it the first time, I was like, Pantoja probably won, but it's a 50-50 fight. I leaned Steve Erceg, to be honest, on damage. You kind of got to go with him to win that. And it's crazy because he could have won the belt. He could have won another belt for Australia. Could have gone back home with the title. Could have fought and defended his belt in Perth. He's going to fight there against Kai Kara-France, fair enough, but like, how much cooler would that have been for him to be in like either the main or co-main event spot of that card defending his belt? That'd be sick. And he missed out on that opportunity because the judges on that night decided that control time wins fights. It's tough for Erceg. Look, it's not like he's on a losing streak, or this was not like Reyes versus Jones, where the guy, maybe it will be, but I doubt it. But this is not like the guy lost and then went on a downfall. Like, so far we haven't seen that downfall. Hope it doesn't happen. But it's just the decision. It's just the fact that he could be the champion right now if the judges scored fights consistently on damage, which they should, but they don't. So yeah, Erceg arguably should be the champion right now. Feel bad for the man. Let's move on, though, to the Bantamweight division. Cory Sandhagen. I feel bad for him, not because he's losing fights or, he's getting undeserved hate or any of that, but because this dude is, like, mentally forcing himself into a fight with Umar Nurmagomedov. As, like, he's the number 2 ranked guy. Umar's, like, arguably shouldn't even be top 10. Somehow he is. And this dude's, like, I don't know why. I feel bad for him because, like, they booked the fight in the first place, and then I don't know, like, because I don't really feel bad for many people at Bantamweight. There's not many people to feel bad for. I mean, I guess O'Malley because he gets cocked, but that's his choice. But Cory Sandhagen, I mean, he's choosing to do it, but I was like, I feel bad for him. He arguably deserves a fucking title shot, and instead, he's fighting Umar. Probably going to lose because it's in Abu Dhabi, and they're going to fucking do everything they can. Hopefully, it turns out like Whittaker and Ikram, though. That would be wonderful. But he might lose, and then if he loses, he probably ain't getting a title shot. Let's be honest. Like, Cory, he's not like in the Belal spot where it's just like everyone hates him. There's no way he's getting a title shot. Like, he's a pretty solid fighter. People like him. He's fun enough, but he just doesn't seem like a guy who's gonna get a title shot unless he wins this fight. So he could lose out on that opportunity. Could be rough for him. Look, I really hope he wins. I love Cory Sandhagen. He's the first and only fighter to date to comment on my channel. So he's based as hell. Love Cory Sandhagen, but I feel kind of bad for him. Like, why are you fighting Umar? Like, I get it. He's doing it on his own choice. He wants to do it for some reason. But he should be arguably, like, waiting for a fucking title shot or, like, fighting someone in a number 1 contender fight that is, like, he should be, like, rematching Jan or fighting, like, Jose Aldo or, like, a big fight like this. But no, he's got to fly over to fucking Abu Dhabi, go into the land of the sand people, and probably lose to Umar because Umar's got plot armor. That's what's going to happen, and it's going to suck. But I hope it doesn't happen. I hope he wins, but I don't know. I feel kind of bad for Cory. Let's move on, though, to the Featherweight division. I feel bad for Volk, man. Volk. Feel bad for you. Our Pookie Volk. Look, man, this dude was the guy. He was fucking pound for pound number 1. He was the man. He was, like, seen as unbeatable. Even when he fucking fought Islam and lost the first time, it was great. It was one of the best fucking fights you'll see. Not in terms of, like, full-out war, crazy, but it was one of the most high-level, skilled fights. He got the crowd on his side. It was awesome. Close fight, lost. Not saying it's a robbery. He lost the fight, but it was close. On the day he thought he won, that's fair enough. He probably felt real gutted about that. Goes and whoops up Yair. He's back on top. He's the man still. Jumps in on fucking short notice for the most retarded reasons ever. Was coming off drunk, coming off the couch, out of shape, loses, gets KO'd by Islam. I felt so bad watching the guy's fucking post-fight interview. He looked so upset. He was so sad. He was clearly so fucking pissed off, frustrated, annoyed, sad, disappointed, every fucking negative emotion that you can feel. Then he goes and fights Ilya. And he was playing into the old man Volk, you know, he was having fun with it. He was getting some cheers, getting a lot of cheers, and I was hoping he was going to win. And then, you know, he was going to get a 6th title defense, he was going to beat Ilya, he's going to be the man again, he's going to shut down all the doubt after the Islam fight, and it didn't happen, and he lost the belt. And he's still one of the best fighters in the world, regardless of weight, pound for pound, one of the best in the world, still a legend of the sport. But Volk, like, he's still got a massive fan base, he's still making people laugh, he's still getting everyone around him, doing like Volk stepping in on short notice memes. But then it's kind of fucking worrying because I feel bad for him, because I don't know what the fuck this guy's going to do outside of fighting. Like, he's got a lot of options. He could do his fucking cooking with Volk, he could do like an analyst thing, he can get him on the desk, he'd be a great commentator. But I feel like this dude might like just not be happy with his life if he's not fighting. And so I feel bad for him when he does eventually retire. And right now I just feel bad for him because he was fucking plus 1 million aura. And then he was just that dude. No one was beating him. He whooped Max, whooped everyone, coming off the win over Yair, and then just loses to Islam, loses to Ilya. And now people are questioning if this guy's going to go on a fucking Tony Ferguson downfall. I don't think he will, but I just feel bad for the situation he's in. He's still one of the best, but I don't know, man. I feel bad for Volk. Let's move on, though, to the lightweight division. Another guy that I feel bad for is Aljamain Sterling. I feel less bad now because I don't think he's getting as much of the hate. But I feel bad also because we saw that fucking behind-the-scenes shit. This dude got gaslit and just fucking peer-pressured into taking the O'Malley fight. He was clearly not at his best. He shouldn't have had to take that fight. Loses his belt, and Aljo's just a guy that, like, he loses a lot when he loses the belt. There's some guys that can... Strickland, he's fine without the belt, doesn't matter. But Aljo, like, the belt meant a lot to him, you could tell. Like, the belt really gave him the respect. People started being like, alright, fucking Aljo, bro, he's legit, man. One of the best. And he lost to O'Malley, got clowned a bit. Moved up to featherweight. And, like, he still gets the boring... He still gets the flack from the first Yarn fight. I don't get it. He took a fucking knee. Fair enough, it's Yarn's fault for kneeing him. Yeah, maybe he could have kept going. It was a fucking flush knee, though. And then he beats him in the rematch. So I don't get... And that was a clean win. He beat him in the rematch. I don't know why people still give him shit. I feel like he just gets a bit of undeserved hate from the fans. And also, yeah, he got pressured by Hunter Campbell, the master manipulator, into fighting O'Malley, and that was not good. But let's move on to the lightweight division. Justin Gaethje. I feel bad for this dude, bro. I'm not even, like, a massive Gaethje fan. Like, he's fun as hell to watch. I like watching him fight, but, like, I'm not, like, emotionally attached to Gaethje. But, like, this dude deserved a title shot. Flat out deserved a title shot. Coming off the KO win over Poirier, win over Fiziev before that. Deserved a title shot. Stepped up to fight Holloway, BMF belt, like, to get a big, like, crazy fight on 300. And he got whooped. Fair enough. Got KO'd. And I felt good for Holloway when that happened. That was an amazing moment for him. But it's like, bro, Gaethje, that was his last chance. He arguably deserved a title shot. And it's like, you fought one too many fucking times. Like, you're like, I'll risk it. I'll take this fight here. And you get fucking slapped. And now you're not getting a fucking title shot. You're taking another fuck ton of brain damage. And it's going to be tough for him. And maybe he loses. Maybe he comes back, gets chinned again. Could be rough for Gaethje. He was on his way out anyway. He wanted that last final shot at the belt. And he missed out on that. And then to watch Poirier, who he just KO'd, get a title shot after one win, he was probably happy for Poirier, but like, fuck, man, I should have fucking just waited and been that guy. And maybe I could have, like, had a competitive fight with Islam, gained some stock even if I lost. But no, he's now going to be out for ages, got KO'd, getting memed. It's tough for Gaethje. Let's move on, though, to the welterweight division. Belal Muhammad. I don't even feel bad for the dude, to be honest. It's just funny. But I kind of do. Like, he ain't really done anything wrong. He's just a boring motherfucker. He's a bit annoying to listen to. But he ain't really done shit wrong. But he's just gotten so much hate. Everyone fucking hates him. I don't even like him. But I do still feel bad for him. Belal. Yeah, man, Belal. Too many decisions coming out of that fella here. He just gets clowned by everyone. No one likes him. He's got the title shot now, so I don't feel as bad for him. If he still didn't have the title shot by now, I'd be like, all right, fuck, I kind of feel bad for him. We need to get fucking suicide helpline to go check on him, make sure he's all good. But yeah, he had to do a lot of work to get that title shot. He's probably going to lose to Leon, I'll be honest. But it's kind of funny, to be honest. Too many decisions coming out of Leon fella. Who's he fighting next? Your man Belal as well. Couldn't finish anyone. Too many decisions coming out of him too. Loves the decision, that Belal fella. But yeah, I don't know. Belal, I don't really feel bad for him. But if there's anyone at welterweight that I feel bad for, it's Belal. Let's move on though to the middleweight division. Middleweight division. This is the reason I made this video, but I feel bad for Ikram, man. I'm happy for Rob. That win was sick, right? But feel bad for Ikram. Dude's just getting fucking clowned. Everyone's calling him a fraud. Everyone's saying he's a bum. Everyone's saying he's shit. Everyone's like, hey, all the Dagestani haters, you know. I'm one of them, but everyone's just hating on this guy. I feel bad for him, bro. Like, he stepped up on a week's notice. Everyone was like, oh, it's undeserved shot, and so no one gave him credit. They were all like, oh, good job, Whittaker, but no one gave Ikram credit for fucking flying across the world and cutting weight twice. And then he loses. No excuses from the man. He's humble. He's chill. He seems just like a nice dude. Like, he seems like a friendly guy, man. Ikram, like, he just looks like a little friendly guy. Like a nice little dude. But he's just getting clowned. He's been fucking KO'd. And he has to go back and be like, yeah, you know, it's okay. You know, no excuses. I'm blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't. He was obviously, the interview was in Russian. But, like, dude seems chill, I'll be honest. I'm kind of rooting for him to win his next fight. Let's move on, though, to the light heavyweight division. Johnny Walker, bro. It's fucking Johnny Walker. Like, it's like, we laugh when he gets KO'd and it's brutal and it's crazy, but it's like, bro, this guy's getting chinned all the time. Like, you feel like he's a funny guy, he's a goofy dude, but you feel like backstage, when the cameras aren't on, this guy's got to be like, feeling like, fuck, I just got fucking chinned again, this sucks. Like, I don't know, I feel bad for Johnny Walker. Dude cannot take a shot, keeps getting chinned, incapable of putting shit together. Do I feel bad for him in terms of, like, bro refuses to use a jab and fight behind his range? No, like, he's not that good at fighting, but I just feel bad for a dude that's just constantly getting chinned. I would have put Reyes, but he's now coming off a win, so I don't feel bad for Reyes because he won his last fight. I feel bad for Johnny Walker, though, dude. He's turning into the fucking Reyes. He's just getting chinned by everyone. It's tough for Johnny Walker. He's a funny guy. He's a goofy dude. I like him. I'm rooting for him to do well, but he just never beat anyone real good. He can never break through that top 5 or, like, top 10 or top 7 test or whatever. Like, he'll beat Anthony Smith and he'll beat some of these guys, but he gets KO'd in the big moments, in the main events, on the big, like, in front of the crowds in the big shows. Can never put it together, always getting chinned. It's tough for Johnny Walker. Let's move on, though, to the heavyweight division. Tai Tuivasa. This dude is fucking fat and overweight and on a 4-fight loss streak. I feel bad for the guy. Like, he's a friendly dude. He's a nice guy. He's got one of the best personalities in the sport. He's got a bunch of fans. You know, when this guy was KO'ing Derek Lewis and KO'ing these guys and having a back and forth fight with Garn before getting finished, you know, I wasn't feeling bad for him after the Garn fight. I was like, fair play, bro. Went out there, put on a war, had a great performance. Then he fights Pavlovich and gets whooped up in a fucking minute. I'm like, that's tough. And then he loses to Volkov and I'm like, that's tough. And then he loses to Tabora and then it's more like, it's less sad, more like, okay, fucking hell, it's over. This dude's eating Taco Bell in the fucking locker rooms. He needs to do something. Dude needs to lock in. Tai Tuivasa. You just don't like seeing guys on a losing streak. It's the same with Reyes. It's the same with when Jan was on his losing streak. You just want to see the guy win. And when he wins, we're all going to be happy. But he's probably going to lose to Rosenstrike. He's probably going to get finished. And that's going to be tough. But that's the end of the video, guys. These are fighters that I feel bad for. Let me know in the comments, do you agree? Do you also feel bad for these fighters? Which other fighters do you feel bad for in the comments? I could probably do a part 2 down the line. There's quite a few fighters that there are to feel bad for, to be honest. I feel bad for Ian Gary, but it's his fault. But yeah, that's it. Follow my Instagram, Left Lane MMA. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, all that bullshit. Stay tuned. More videos coming soon. Peace out.